Thursday, August 7th, and we're looking at market updates from yesterday, Wednesday, August 6th. So let's take a look. First, our utilities focused dashboard shows utilities are kind of split on the day. The big winner is PPL, Pennsylvania Power and Light. We'll take a look at them in greater detail in a minute. And some of the big losers on the day, PSEG, mentioned them in the first video of the week, down $2.30. That's 2.61%. They just had an earnings call 2 days ago. And again, I'll get into some of that when we get to the sector dashboard. So looking at the total market, biggest down company for the day is Supermicro Computer, and the biggest gainer for the day is Arista Networks. And both of these companies are right here in the Bay Area. So kind of a mix here in Silicon Valley. Some companies up, some companies down. Palantir's up again. So continued growth of that stock. They're getting a lot of news coverage in the media this week. If you haven't heard of them before, you are probably hearing about them this week. So let's move on to the S&P 500 sector dashboard, and let me go ahead and turn on the electric service territories and zoom into that biggest gainer of the day, PPL. So Pennsylvania Power and Light, the original service territory known as the Poodle and the Puddle here in Pennsylvania, actually one of the first electric utilities in the United States to leverage GIS at all. It started with a transmission line project from Pennsylvania here to Roseland, New Jersey. So taking a look, let's keep moving down our list here. I wanted to take a look at Duke and AEP. So let me go ahead and turn off our filters there and show that Duke is one of the biggest utilities in the country, very dominant here in North Carolina, also has a large service territory up in Indiana and down in Florida. So they're one of the big ones. Wanted to make sure I mentioned them. And we'll do a quick zoom into Charlotte here, because this is really an emerging kind of industry cluster here in the Southeast and the headquarters of both Truist Financial and Bank of America. So that's going to do it for today's update. Kind of a mixed day in the markets here. So once again, really appreciate your time. Thanks for tuning in. And we'll provide our last in the series for the utilities update tomorrow, and then get started next week on the energy sector. Thanks for your time. See you tomorrow.